What's up, guys? It's your girl Kina back for another video. I already posted this, but I didn't like the angle and the lighting that I was dealing with in my office, so I wanted to re-record the video. I feel sorry for anybody who had to sit through the third part of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't normally recap Real Housewives shows. I mean, I make commentary about what's going on in the show or what's, merging in with real life. But I had to make a comment because it was a waste of time for anybody who watched it. It was a waste of time for the girl sitting on the stage. It was a waste of time for Andy, the production, everybody. There was absolutely no reason for a third part reunion. We didn't learn anything. It was beyond boring. The most exciting thing that happened was Sutton having a medical emergency, with people in the comments are saying that she faked. I'm not sure how you fake a medical emergency when it involves your blood pressure, where they're actually taking your blood pressure and they're like, yo, this is crazy high and your heart is racing. You can't fake those things. The shaking you can fake, but a high blood pressure, again, I suffered with high blood pressure after I had my twins. You can't fake it. But it was just weird. Like, why was Kathy Hilton even there? Kathy and Kyle got into a huge blow-up argument at the end of, towards the end of the middle of the season, and they kind of made up, and they had a huge falling out at the end of the reunion. It wasn't good. It was bad for their family. Erica Jane said that Kathy Hilton had said the F word, and then there was no mention of Kathy throughout the season. Scratch that. There was one mention of Kathy by Sutton, who said, do you want to have a falling out with another sister, when she was talking to Kyle, and Kyle said, go to hell. She didn't say that, but it's YouTube, and I can't say the F word. But that was the only mention, so why is Kathy here? We have zero context to how they fix their relationship. Only thing we have is based on what Kyle said, was that they met up in Aspen, or somebody at Whitney got married and they met up there, and there's these different little things, but we didn't get to see their growth on the season, which would have made more sense to have Kathy there. So it was just crazy to me. Also, the fact that Kathy is sitting next to Erica Girardi is even more baffling than her being there at all. Last year, Erica accused Kathy of saying a slur, a homophobic slur, that Kathy denied and was offended by. So now they're cool and have some kind of weird version of respect for each other all of a sudden. I'm sorry, but if someone ever accused me of something that heinous, I don't want to sit next to you. I don't want to see you. We're not friends. We're not cool. I have zero respect for you. You better be glad I'm not telling you to knuckle up next time I see you. So the fact that they're sitting next to each other, having this banter about, oh, I respect you because you never cared, or, oh, Kathy's talking to her like nothing happened. That, to me, is so bizarre and odd. It's really the oddest thing of this useless third-part reunion. Don't talk to me if you accuse me of something like that. We not friends. We not cool. I don't like you. And even interesting enough, does anybody realize that we haven't heard from Anna Marie since episode 1, since reunion 1? Anna Marie hasn't said a word. Maybe episode 1, and then a couple of times in episode 2, and then we haven't heard from her since. She did not say an entire word this entire third part. Why was she there? She honestly could have been a friend of. And what I've heard, and different bloggers are picking this up and realizing this, is that she did have a storyline, but it would have made her look so bad. It wouldn't have been one of those situations where she would have been a villain everyone loves to hate, like a Monica, like a Rinna, like Erica has been in past seasons. It was going to be a firestorm of, oh my God, she's disgusting, she's pathetic. I mean, her husband has transphobic tweets. Her husband also has a sexual assault scandal that's going on right now. And then she sadly enough had her mom passing. But those two things, especially if it's showing her taking the side of her husband and calling these things like the lynch mob and cancel culture this, and it's just cancel culture is no big deal when he has made transphobic comments or sexual assault comments. That's why they didn't want to show it. So I doubt she'll be on next season. I don't think she needs to be given a second season. And this is not like a whole Nneka situation where you just don't like her because she doesn't really know what she's doing, or a Monica situation where Monica knows way too much what she's doing and shouldn't be on. This is you're a problematic person that could be very dangerous, and we don't need to have you back on next season. We would just like to protect the brand. But yeah, there was nothing. And then, lastly, we had to listen to Kyle BS us through her divorce. That was what this whole third part was about. Her BSing about her relationship with Morgan Wade and going through her divorce, and she didn't want anybody to know about it. and how she was going through the motions and this and that. It's just a bunch of garbage. You want everybody else to be open about their lives this season, but you held back on the one thing that honestly they let in with the season. And production. If she was going to act like this and not talk about it, it shouldn't have been the season lead-in. That shouldn't have been the opening line of the season, that they were getting a divorce and their relationship this, and it shouldn't have been like that. It should have been maybe a nothing burger or maybe a little small comment, and then maybe bring it up at the end of the season. But she never talked about it. Then she had the nerve to make us all try to look stupid or feel stupid. Oh, me and Morgan Wade, we're just friends. Like, oh, but just social media and the media. No! You fed this girl a cantaloupe at your best friend's life celebration ceremony. You fed her food a couple of times. I thought it was so cute and you guys were giggling. You put tattoos on her body. You went into a music video where you were half naked pretending to be her love interest, and y'all trying to play us like we're stupid, saying, oh, we were just playing with what the media was saying. The media wasn't saying anything until you guys' actions, like I just mentioned. That's what made it weird for everybody. So her saying that was just weird. And even thank God for Crystal. Crystal's the MVP. She was like, no, I thought about this before the media said anything. Like, you had done certain things and pictures you had taken on your own social media had made it iffy, because that's what it did. It made it iffy, Kyle. You know, and don't get me wrong. I think Mauricio has cheated. I think Mauricio has cheated. I think especially he cheated once Real Housewives of Beverly Hills became like a really big thing. And now women are throwing it at him left, right, and sideways. I also think it was a big thing, you know, once he started the Netflix show. Now you got more women coming at you. Now you got more opportunity to do things maybe you shouldn't, you know. So I get all that. But none of this is mentioned. None of it's talking about it. It's all, I respect my family, so I'm not saying anything. Then why even, it shouldn't have been the lead-in for the show. And I'm sorry for talking fast. I got to get the dog, this dog. I know you guys are wondering, what dog is that? That's my brother's purebred poodle, which is why him and I have the same hairstyle. It's also why he looks better than I do. He really does look better than I do. It's so sad. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. It was a boring reunion. It was a good season. It was a boring reunion. Nothing like the Real Housewives of Miami. Those girls need to be getting way more promo. Those girls are carrying Bravo right now. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or Married to Medicine or any of those other shows, but Real House of Miami is bringing it every single episode, and I love it. And their reunion was really good. So, listen, drop down in my comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you liked the third reunion. I did not like it, but that could just be a me thing. So let me know. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.